Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and yes, I would rather be flying. Although my second love would be making YouTube videos. Wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I got an emergency announcement that I was getting in some Seiko new releases, some USA only releases. So I wanted to bring them to your attention. This is the 3 GMTs, SSK 017, bright yellow, 19 and 21. I will show all three of them to you, and I'm going to add one more to the mix. The Seiko 5 Sports 55th anniversary limited edition watch, limited to a mere 15,555 pieces. Anyway, on my own wrist today, on my right wrist, I am sporting the Spinnaker by Islander collaboration in the burnt orange. The blue and orange has sold out already. This one and the two others are still available. That'll be black purple and mint green. And on the other wrist, another watch actually that's very close to selling out. This is the Islander Bethpage Amerigraph. This is ISL 202 in the full PVD with the full lume dial. Only a couple of these pieces left from what I recall. That's what I got. Let's see what all the big emergency is about. So as you know, I generally do not care about the box, but being that this Seiko 5 comes in a nice box, rather than the standard black cardboard box, I figured I would show it. There's not much going on though, just a really cool Seiko 5 Sports top, and then the watch is inside. There's not much else. You want a manual? No, you don't get one of those. You get a warranty card and you get a little slip of paper saying where you can actually find a manual online, as Seiko has gone mostly paperless. This is model number SRPK17. Price is $415. This is the, I don't know if there's an official name. It's pretty much being known as the 55th anniversary Seiko 5 sports watch. Seiko 5 started in 1968, so add on 55 years, and there we are in 2023. Very faithful recreation. Whether you know the watch that it's based on, bidirectional bezel. Whether you know the watch it's based on or not, you have to just appreciate by looking at this, it is screaming vintage. Everything about it, from the case shape to the fonts used for sports, to the hidden crown, to the awesome, almost looking like Spidell Twisto Flex. It's not though. It's a solid bracelet sized with pins, but almost looking like that. A Spidell Twisto Flex bracelet from the 60s and 70s. SRPK 17, $415. So it is almost a vintage size. 39.5 millimeters in diameter. It's 12.5 thick to a slightly domed hardlex crystal. It is 43.1 on the lug tip to lug tip. Look how nicely the bracelet does curve down. It's hooded lugs, kind of like hidden lugs, so it's not like a curved end bracelet, but you can see it articulates nicely. If you wanted to swap this out for any other straight end, you probably wouldn't have much of an issue. So it's a solid screw down case back. You can see it there. The series number, it is a limited run, as I said. It is made in Japan. That is etched on the back also. Why don't we just get in there like that? So you can kind of read some of the stuff that's going on. But you can see the limited edition, and the edition number is right here by my logo. They're making merely 15,555 of them. I consider that a relatively large number. I'm guessing it'll sell out. I don't know how quickly, but 15,000. That's a big number. 20 millimeters on the bracelet, so as I said, if you have something in mind that you want to put on this, more than welcome to swap it out. 100 meters of water resistance, 150 grams. It actually has really nice weight to it. This bracelet is fairly solid feeling. When I'm holding the watch like this, I definitely feel a balance between the weight of the head and the weight of the bracelet. The clasp is a two push button with 2 positions of micro, so not much going on there. So runs on Seiko's 4R36 movement, hand winds and hacks. The crown is over here. I can pull it out, I can set the time, and then one click out, I can change the day, English and Spanish, and the date. Come on, there you go. The bezel is a count up, And as I said in the beginning, when I was straightening it out, it is a bi-directional bezel. Is the watch running? Nope. By the way, it was dead, so let's give it a little Seiko shuffle there. There we go. And we're off to the races again. So this is your SRP K17, your Seiko, I'm going to try to get the reflections right for you, your Seiko 5 LE 55th anniversary, special edition, limited run, whatever. Beautiful text on the dial though, really cool. We'll do the lumen in a minute. So when I was told that these were coming out, or, actually I wasn't told they were coming out. I happened to see it online, just like you. I kind of get the Seiko news last. And people said, hey Mark, are you getting these? And I said, probably not. Well, much to my surprise, my very kind Seiko rep hooked me up, and I did get some. I got all three colors, the SSK 017, which you're looking at now, the 019, which I'll show you in a minute, and the 021, which I'll show you maybe in 2 minutes. But they're all based off the same SSK platform. Got the 1, 3, and 5. I don't know why I'm pointing in this direction. Well, in my warehouse, they're like in that direction. The 1, 3, and 5 come from. Same case, same everything, but we'll go over it. Price on all three of these, again, I'm pointing off screen to the other two variants. A little weird, $475. So it retains your SKX case size, or your Seiko 5 case size, 42.5 millimeters in diameter, 13.4 thick to a flat hard lex. You're looking at 46 on the lug tip to lug tip. It is hollow end links, so is it hollow? I may have misspoken actually. No, they actually look like they are machine end links. I'm sorry. They're machine end links, and they are negative machine end links. Very nice. Solid end link then, sized with pins, that's for sure. And you have a 4 position, micro adjust flip lock bracelet. The bracelet itself is 22 millimeters at the lug. SKX bracelets do not fit these standard. You need to either use different spring bars, bend them. I basically just say the SKX bracelets are not compatible with it. If you want to jury rig it and make it fit, that's fine. 100 meters of water resistance, 161 grams. So this runs on Seiko's NH34 movement, which, if you do not know, is their affordable GMT, which came out, at this point, probably a year and a few months ago, maybe a year and a half ago. The NH34 is basically, the 4R34, my mistake. The difference between NH and 4R is branded and unbranded. The 4R34 is basically the 4R36. They've removed the day wheel. If you think about it, the day is a 24-hour complication. Re-geared it a bit, hooked it up to this fourth hand, and it is a caller GMT or office GMT. How do you use it? Oh, I'm sorry. Beautiful yellow dial. Really nice looking. You will notice as I move the watch, you see what's happening to the bezel insert. The bezel insert is actually two-tone. It is glass. It's black over gray. But when you hold it dead on, it's really tough in photography to get this to show its quote-unquote true colors. But when I'm looking at it right now, it's gray to me on the bottom. There, you see that? Cool, right? It is a bi-directional bezel. It is a 24-hour bezel. Okay. Wind it, 40 hours of power reserve, put out 2 clicks, and you change the time. As I go forward, the red hand will move in 1 hour increments in relation to the scale, either on the Reissue chapter ring or the exterior rotating bezel. So ready, watch, the red hand is at 12. I'm going to rotate 1 full hour. It is now at 13. So that's how that works. That red hand will rotate once a day. Put out 1 click, 1 direction will change the GMT hand in 1 hour increments, and the other direction will change the date. Yes, this watch would not allow for half time zones, as there are a couple of them in the world. So this is your SSK 017. Almost picked up the wrong one. This is your SSK. This is your SSK 019. Almost an attempt at a Pepsi. It's not a black dial. It's a grayish dial. This is a black dial. You kind of see the difference. Okay, it's more of a charcoaly type of dial, but it does have a Pepsi in it. It's red over blue on the Reissue, red GMT hand, and again with the 2-tone or split bezel insert, black over gray. I don't think I showed you the case back before, but it is an exhibition case back in standard Seiko 5 fare, showing the 4R34 movement. Everything about this watch is the same as the 17, from the price, the weight, the specs, just the colors and stuff differ. The hands are silver. They do use Lumibrite. I'll show you the lume in a minute. And then the last one, they've finally entered the two-tone region with the SSK model. I should back up just 2 or 3 footsteps here. These models, I believe, are just USA releases, specially made for the US, the 17, 19, and 21. So they're not worldwide releases, which is really nice, because generally the really nice Seikos are released everywhere but the US, and then the US gets them like 6 months later or something. These are US only releases, so bravo, excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Another charcoaly gray dial, split bezel, black over gray, but then we've picked up some gold accents. The GMT hand is I'm gonna go with yellow gold tone, and as is the bezel. So kind of like a little splash of color, but not too much, not fully two-tone. I don't know, would you have liked a two-tone bracelet on this? I'm sure there's people that would have liked that instead, but really, really nice looking. I'll throw mellow yellow on, and then the 55th on, and we'll do a little lume, and then we'll be done. So here is that 55th anniversary piece on my 6.5 inch wrist. Looking good, looking nice and vintagey. Cool, cool, very clean look as you rotate it and look at the bracelet through to the clasp. Very nice. And then here you go. You probably will know how this will fit you, same as the SKX case for the most part. Looks nice. The yellow, man, the yellow pops. What a great, great yellow. It's always hard to describe a color in words, but a little more orangey than a banana yellow, I guess I would say. Really, really nice looking. It certainly pops with the red and the black working against it. So in my left hand is that SRP K17, and my right hand is the GMT. Both of them really easy to read. Look at the pip at the over here on the left. Kind of very simple to see. There is no lume on the bezel of the SSK, but the GMT hand is lit up very, very nicely. Makes it very easy to distinguish between all the hands. Good job. And I think that's going to do it for us. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, showing you 4 new Seiko watches that you may or may not have been expecting. I know I wasn't. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, concerns, anything else, you can put it down below. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.